is FlexSpace a long-term investment? So let me talk to you guys. Let me walk you guys down the path that I walk through so that you guys understand why I do FlexSpace and why I am so bullish on FlexSpace. Now, I'm probably one of the only people that talks this much about FlexSpace repetitively because I want to drill it down in people's brain that this is an automated long-term real estate investment that is flexible on you as a landlord, that is also flexible on tenants. Now, the best part about FlexSpace is it is genuinely automated, and there's really not much damage that can be inflicted by a tenant. If a tenant doesn't pay rent, guess what? There's 10 other tenants that are ready to move in. Let me walk you through the long-term process. So in the past, when I was dealing with apartments, my goal was, hey, I'm going to add this value to this apartment. The price is going to go up and then I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make a ton of money. That didn't happen in many cases, by the way. There's apartment communities that I ended up spending more money in and that I wasn't able to sell for the profit that I thought I was going to make. So that's something that's legit. It's something that happened, right? Now, while I was running my apartment business, I was quietly, my entire office did not know that I was building a $20 million FlexSpace. I did not ask them for anything. I did not ask them for help. I didn't do anything. It was something that I was doing completely on the side. And that is where a light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, hey, this is so easy. I can do it on my own. And this is a $20 million project versus $20 million in apartments. Guess what? We had an entire team. We had like 8 people on staff. We had like people like dealing with issues, putting fires every day, maintenance, things break, things are happening. It's like such an active business. And here I was looking at this and I'm doing it single-handedly. And I was like, you know what? This looks really easy. Then I got to the leasing phase. I got to the tenants. I got to know the tenants. In fact, I'll tell you this, that I do not want my tenants on multifamily, or I did not rather want my tenants in multifamily to know that I was the owner. Guess what? If they know I am the owner, the first thing they're going to come back to me and say is that, oh, we don't like your property manager. Oh, we don't like your maintenance staff. Or, oh, we actually don't like the property. This is all multifamily tenants have to say. And believe me, I've been there. I've walked these deals. Every time people find out that I am the management, they will literally walk up to me and say, oh, this is crap. This is not good. This tree is not right. You didn't trim this bush, or, this, this mulch color sucks. Like, there's just crazy the amount of things that people will do in a residential setting to make sure that they are in a good position. Like, I've had people come up to me and say, oh, look at that dog poop. You should pick it up. Well, it's not my dog. I don't know, right? And this is the things that I had to deal with in multifamily. I found out industrial was so much easier. Nobody complains. I actually know all of my tenants by first name. And every single time me and Augustine or me and Zara or me and Huda drive that property, or me and Kelvin drive that property, guess what? We roll down our windows as we are driving by the flex spaces. Each one of them will come out and say hi to me and say, hey man, I'm really enjoying this space. I'm loving it because you know what? I built this space with such good quality, number one, and I built this space to where I attract business for my tenants, number two. So everybody who's in my flex space is getting more business just because they are in my flex space and just because my designs are so beautiful. So everybody always comes out to me and wants to talk. And they all want to talk about good things. And that's something that I really enjoy dealing with. Like, I actually want to learn what my tenants are doing. And if I can give them guidance, if I can give them advice on how they can make their business better, I'll do that. I think I'm way ahead. So I'm screaming on the top of my lungs, telling people about FlexSpace. I do believe that I'm way ahead of my curve. And 10 years down the line, when FlexSpace does become a thing, ultimately people will be like, oh yeah, you remember that guy who used to talk about FlexSpace all the time? I wonder what he's doing right now. And I'm going to be at a completely different level at that point.